Welcome back to Shijo Michael's Creations. Here in the second episode of English Grammar, we are going to learn about different types of sentences based on grammatical structure and expression style. Hope you understood the previous episode well. If not, you have to improve your words power, which is the base of spoken English. Every big journey starts with single steps. So, let us continue our journey of learning English. Now, let us have an overview about the different types of sentences. Based on grammatical structure, there are four types of sentences. First one, simple sentences. Second one, compound sentences. Third, complex sentences. And fourth, compound complex sentences. Based on the meaning and expression style, the sentences are divided into five kinds. First one, assertive or declarative sentences. Second one, interrogative sentences. Third one, imperative sentences. Fourth one, exclamatory sentences. And fifth, optative sentences. Now let us study what is a simple sentence. Let us start with an example. James ate the avocado very fast. Here you can see James ate. That is an independent clause. Object is the avocado and modify. And it is complete in meaning and there is only one clause. So this sentence is known as a simple sentence. Now let us see the definition. A simple sentence is a sentence composed of one independent clause and doesn't contain any dependent or subordinate clauses. Like any other sentences, it has a subject, predicate, and it is intended to express a complete thought. A simple sentence is also referred to as a clausal sentence. In addition to subject, verb and object, a simple sentence may also have a modifier. So it is not necessary to have a modifier. Sometimes it may contain a modifier. Now let us see the types of simple sentences. There are two forms of simple sentences. They are compound verbs and compound subjects, or single subjects and single verb. Now let us see what is compound verbs and compound subjects. Some sentences are composed of one subject and at least two verbs, or there are also sentences composed of one verb and multiple subjects. These kinds of sentences are known as compound verbs and compound subjects. Here the example you see, the teacher taught and left. Here you can see there is only one subject but there are two verbs. So this is a compound verb sentence. Now let us see, James and John climbed to the top of the hill. Here you can see there are two subjects. So that contains a compound noun. So compound subject. So that is the first type. Now let us move to the second type, single subject and single verb. This kind of sentence comprises of single verb and a single subject. Almost all the sentences are like this only. For example, the candidates did well. Here the subject is the candidate and the verb is did. There is only one subject as well as the verb. He bought it at a discounted price on Amazon. Here the subject is he, verb is bought. So single subject, single verb sentence. There are modifier is also there. Even though it is there, it is considered as a simple sentence. Now let us see what is a compound sentence. A compound sentence is made by joining two independent clauses together with a conjunction. Now let us see what is the difference. In simple sentences there is only one clause, but in the compound sentences there are two independent clauses. For example, my mother washed the vegetables, then she cut them into little pieces. Here you can see my mother washed the vegetable, that is one clause. Then she cut them into little pieces, that is the second independent clause. So this sentence is considered as a compound sentence. Here you can see some more examples. Go through that examples also. Here we are going to study about complex sentences as well as compound complex sentences. Let us see what is a complex sentence. These kinds of sentences contain an independent clause and a dependent clause. The dependent clause begins with a subordinating conjunction. For example, because the boys went to the park, they did not go to the zoo. Here you can see, because the boys went to the park, that is a dependent clause, and they did not go to the zoo, that is an independent clause. So both together makes a complex sentence. Now let us see what is the difference between a complex sentence and a compound sentence. The compound sentence is consisting of two independent clauses, but complex sentence contains an independent clause and a dependent clause. That is the main difference. We have already learned about the subordinating conjunctions earlier. Here also you can see that also. Now let us go to compound complex sentences. They consist of two or more independent clauses and a dependent clause joined by a subordinating conjunction. The main condition is that there should be two or more independent clauses should be there, and there should be a dependent clause also, at least one. So here you can see, because he loves me, my puppy runs to me when I come home and he licks my face. Here you can see, because he loves me, that is a dependent clause. My puppy runs to me, that is an independent clause. Again you can see, when I come home, that is again a dependent clause. Again there is, and he licks my face. Again that is an independent clause. So more than two independent clauses are there, and here two dependent clauses are also there, even though it is considered as a compound complex sentence. Now here you can see, Jackie got on Facebook and she stayed up until 2 a.m. although her mom told her to study. Here you see, Jackie got on Facebook, an independent clause, and she stayed up until 2 a.m. Again it is an independent clause. Then you can see, although her mother told her to study, that is a dependent clause. So this sentence is also an example for compound complex sentence. Based on the meaning and expression style, the sentences are divided into 5 kinds. They are assertive sentences, interrogative sentences, exclamatory sentences, imperative sentences, and optative sentences. Let us now discuss about the assertive or declarative sentences. What is a declarative sentence? A declarative sentence is a sentence that expresses a statement. In general, it declares something. This type of sentence is used to convey a message, for instance, expressing your opinion or view about a particular point. It is the most common of all the 5 types of sentences. On the basis of structure, there are 2 types of declarative sentences. Simple declarative sentences, which contains only one clause, and compound declarative sentences, more than one clause is there, means that is a compound declarative sentence. For example, he plays, that means a simple declarative sentence. She loves, the motorbike is grey, are all examples for simple declarative sentences. Now let us see the examples for compound declarative sentences. He wanted to visit her grandmother, but she wanted to visit her aunt. So this sentence contains 2 clauses, that is why it is a compound declarative sentence. Jason wants to do well in his studies, yet he doesn't work hard. This sentence also contains 2 clauses, so it is a compound declarative sentence. Now let us see what is the function of a declarative sentence. The usual function or job of a declarative sentence is to make statement. It tells us something or gives information. Look at these examples. Snow is white, and it starts with a capital letter and ends with a full stop, and it is a statement, gives some idea. Now let us see another one. John was working all the nights. You can see here also it starts with a capital letter and ends with a full stop. The declarative sentences can be either positive or negative. Based on the meaning, it may be positive or negative. You can see here 2 plus 2 makes 4, that is a positive sentence. You can see the negative of that sentence, 2 plus 2 doesn't make 5, that is a negative sentence. I like coffee, that is a positive sentence. I do not like coffee, that is a negative sentence. People will go to Mars in the next decade, that is a positive sentence. People will never go to Mars is a negative sentence. So how can we identify whether it is a positive or negative? If we look at the sentence and if we find some words like not, never, neither, like negative meaning is there, means such kind of words are such kind of sentences are known as negative sentences. Now let us learn about interrogative sentences. An interrogative sentence asks a question. This type of sentence is usually asked directly to someone. This type of sentence ends with a question mark. This is a question. So definitely it should end with a question mark. What is the function of an interrogative sentence? The basic function of an interrogative sentence is to ask direct question. It asks us something or requests information. Interrogative sentences require an answer. Look at these examples. Is Snow white? The answer should be yes. Why did John arrive late? Answer: because the traffic was bad. So the answer should be based on the person to whom the question is asked. Have any people actually met an alien? Answer may be I don't know. Now let us go through what are the types of interrogatives. The first one, yes or no interrogatives. These are questions that can be answered with yes or no responses. For example, are you ready to go? You can tell yes, I am ready to go. Or you can tell no, I am not ready to go. Another example, did you go to the game Friday night? You can respond with yes or no. Second type of questions, alternative interrogatives. These are questions that provide for two or more alternative answers. For example, would you prefer chocolate or vanilla ice cream? Here you can see there is a choice. So you can select which one you like. Should I call or email you? There also a choice is there. These kinds of questions are known as alternative interrogatives. Third type is WH interrogatives. These sentences begin with a WH word and call for an open-ended answers. They begin with what, when, where, who, whom, which, whose, why and how. The answers can be simple response or complex explanation. For example, what are you doing? Or which song do you like the best? Now let us see the fourth category, that is tag questions. These are questions attached or tagged onto the ending of a declarative sentence. They transform the declarative sentence into an interrogative sentence. For example, you live in the city. That is a declarative sentence. But we can make that into a question by adding a tag, that is don't you. We need to get going now. We can add a tag and make it as a question, don't we. Now let us learn about imperative sentences. A type of sentence that gives advice or instructions or that expresses a request or command. An imperative sentence typically begins with a base form of a verb, as it is go now. The implied subject you is said to be understood. You go now. See, you understood. An imperative sentence ends with a period or exclamation point. For example, as you command, get the flag quickly. Here the subject is implicit or understood. You get the flag. That is the complete meaning. Keep off the grass. As a request, can you help me to find my shoes? Please return to your seats. So these are examples for request. Now we can see what are the different types of imperative sentences. First one, order, that is get out, come in, etc. Request, please ask to leave the table, may I come in, etc. are examples of request. Next, advice, don't eat yellow snow, don't take that, etc. are examples of advice. Instructions, turn left at the junction. That means giving an instruction is also a part of imperative sentence. Now warning, look out. So here what we have to notice that if it is a strong command, we have to end that sentence with the exclamation mark, and if it is a mild command, we have to end that sentence with a full stop. Now let us learn about exclamatory sentences. Exclamatory sentences shows very strong emotion or surprise. Exclamatory sentences express the intense feelings of a person. This type of sentences ends with an exclamation point, otherwise known as exclamatory mark. For example, hurrah, I have passed the exam. Wow, that is really a great news. Here you can see some interjections are also there. Hurrah, wow, etc. Here we can see some of the most commonly used interjections like wow, brilliant, awesome, ouch, amazing, bravo, fantastic, tremendous, eureka, hurrah, cool, crazy, magnificent, etc. Now let us see how can we make exclamatory sentences using what, so, such and how. Let us start with what. What plus object plus subject plus verb plus exclamation mark. For example, what a beautiful smile you have. But you should not use what a beautiful smile have you. That is a wrong format. Now let us see so. So plus adjective plus exclamation mark. For example, you are so sweet. Now let us see such. Such plus a or an plus adjective plus singular countable noun plus exclamation mark. For example, he is such a nice guy. Now let us see such plus adjective plus uncountable or plural noun plus exclamation mark. For example, they are such kind people. They talk such rubbish, etc. Now let us see how. We often use how followed by an adjective only. For example, how sweet, how lovely, how amazing, etc. We can also use how plus adjective or adverb plus subject plus verb plus exclamation mark. For example, how interesting it was to hear her story. How wonderful it is to see you. How beautifully she sang. Everyone was delighted, etc. In informal styles, we can use how plus adjective plus verb plus subject. This is particularly common in American English. For example, how clever am I? How crazy is that? Etc. Now let us learn about optative sentences. A sentence which expresses a desire or a prayer is called an optative sentence. For example, for desire and wish we may use may you be happy, may you live long, wish you good luck, etc. Examples for prayers. Let us pray for his safe return. May God bless you. May God help you, etc. Now let us have the first exercise. In that we have to state whether the following sentences are simple, complex, compound or compound complex. First one, we met rather few people who spoke English. Second, Cooper always approaches difficult tasks enthusiastically and he frequently motivates others with his energy and fervor. Third, we can watch the presidential debate which will be broadcast at 9 o'clock, or we can view the documentary about the greatest innovations of the 21st century. Fourth, Aaron has an unconventional swing, but he manages to drive the ball farther than some professional golfers. Fifth, Naomi is a competitive horseback rider and she will be competing in the next World Equestrian Games, which are held every 4 years. Sixth, the weather forecast had predicted severe thunderstorms, but the dark, heavy thunderclouds never materialized. 7. Since it takes approximately 1000 years for the used printer cartridge to decompose, recycling these plastic ink dispensers helps the environment. 8. The right hemisphere of the human brain typically controls muscle movement on the left side of the body. 9. As Emmett sat down on the rickety old chair, it abruptly collapsed beneath him. He ran out of money, so he had to stop playing poker. That is the last one. This is the second exercise for you. In that, you have to identify the type of sentence: assertive, interrogative, imperative, exclamatory or optative sentences. First one, how well she sings. Second, her soul live in peace. Third, sit down. Fourth, what is your name? Fifth, bring me that file. Sixth, may God bless you. 7. She is a successful writer. 8. It is raining cats and dogs. 9th, what a tragedy. 10th, She does not eat meat or fish. 11. Go at once. 12. Please be seated. 13. How beautiful she is. 14. I have two sisters. 15. How ridiculous this is. 16. Did I say anything to make you angry? 17. Fetch me a glass of water. 18. My mother makes delicious cookies. 19. Who told you this? 20. May you live long. And here the answers, you can post it as comments. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope that you understood this session very well. And if you have any doubts, please drop a comment on the comment section.